like you'll have a Budenholzer, who I think is a fraud. I think his championship run with the Bucks was the most fraudulent. Like, bro, you got fucking lucky. You piece of shit.
Yep.
You are not a good coach.
Yeah.
Budenholzer's probably a good guy. He's probably a good guy, but he's a piece of shit. He's a fraudulent fraud.
Yeah.
There's no way they deserve to win a championship, except for the fact that Giannis got it for him. And a couple injuries happened, but Giannis was unbelievable, not to be denied that year. The team was incredible. Yeah. They won the championship, and you just were there. You rode the coach. I could have coached that team to a championship that year.
I think that's a Frank Vogel championship as well.
Oh my God, Frank Vogel, that fucking scrub. That guy's a scrub. He's a scrub.
Yeah.
Budenholzer is a scrub.
Yep.
These guys. You know who else is fucking? You know who's a scrub? And I love him. You know who it is. Doc Rivers.
Oh my God.
He's a scrub.
Okay, first of all, I could talk about Doc Rivers for hours.
I love Doc, dude.
I love Doc, but look at the roster. This cat over the last 20 years has maybe had the best rosters collectively over any coach in basketball.
Just losing.
One.
Real shit.
How does that Celtics team win one championship?
I mean, you could say injuries. Perk got hurt. They were like, Perk got hurt. What were we supposed to do? I'm like, I don't know. Win without him? It's Perk.
You had Leon Poe on the bench.
Same thing.
He was like, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, it's the same fucking player. You had Rondo's a Hall of Famer, by the way. You had four Hall of Famers on one team.
Talk about a guy that's going to be a great fucking coach, man.
Unbelievable.
He's
on Doc's staff. Get him the fuck out. Just let Rondo be.
Let him coach. Let Rondo coach somewhere in the NBA. I know he had that like gun issue, whatever, bro. God forbid, guy got a piece on him. God forbid.
Yeah.
Guy got a piece on him. Is that a huge issue?
No.
Not in my book.
Not to me.
Yeah. Doc Rivers, Vogel, Budenholzer. These guys are fucking scrubs.
Monty Williams.
Monty Williams. You know who's on Scrub Watch? Michael Malone. He's on Scrub Watch.
He is.
Because, dude,
he is.
I'm telling you, I
swear to God, if I look at my phone and I see that, because I bet on Denver tonight, I saw the spread and I said, there's no fucking, I'm not going to look. I don't want to ruin, I'm in a good mood. I don't want to ruin, the vibe we got going. But if I look at my phone after this podcast and I see that they did not fucking cover their spread, I'm going to explode.
What was the spread?
4.5 fucking points.
Against who?
The Nets.
Oh, that's fucking tragic.
Granted,
Nets, Cam Thomas, cold-blooded killer.
I had a
team's ass though.
Unbelievably ass. He's the perfect tank machine.
I love that guy
because he's gonna get up 30 shots and you're gonna boost the kid's confidence.
Oh my God, dude!
And they're gonna get Cooper Flag.
You can actually sell some tickets. I think with
he's
Cam
fun
Thomas,
to watch.
you might win 12 games. You can sell tickets with a 35 point per game tank.
They beat
Cam
Milwaukee
Thomas.
the other
I think
night.
the Vegas line. I'm not kidding. Was 32.5 points a game. I'm not joking.
My friend told me the other day that he was plus 2,200 to lead the league in scoring, and I almost bet it.
Dude, it's a great bet. He's not going to miss games. Why would he? He's getting buckets. He's getting buckets.
Shooting.
Every other team.
Let's
rest our guys down the stretch. Tatum will miss 5 games here, and he don't even like to miss games.
No.
And plus, he has to share the ball. This kid doesn't have to share the ball.
Yep.
There's no expectations. He's in the middle of Brooklyn. Yep. It's like, bro, he's just going and playing pickup, bro.
At the end,
getting
that's what he's
buckets.
doing.
He's a bucket.
I was watching a little bit of that game before I got here, and I don't know who the hell their coach is. It's some random guy. It's not Jacques Vaughn anymore.
I like Jacques Vaughn too. Who is it?
It's some. I genuinely don't know.
Yes,
he seems to be getting a lot out of the kids.
Good for him.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna win 12 games.
They need that energy again. That old Nets energy. That
I want
Brooklyn.
them to get Cooper Flag real
that D'Lo.
Yeah.
Jared Dudley. They need that shit. They need to just be
Dinwiddie.
ass. I think they need to be ass and build some culture there.
I want them to get Cooper Flag real bad.
Yeah, that'd be a great fit. I think.
Because that's the thing. You start looking at the bad teams who are going to be in the running for him. Because this kid's a problem.
Oh yeah,
but
huge.
But also, Ace Bailey's really fucking good too.
But what if it's the Spurs? See, I know we were just talking a little bit about Wemby and all that, but if you got Wemby and Cooper Flag, I don't think it fucking matters.
Well, you sell a whole lot of fucking tickets. If nothing else, you sell a lot of tickets.
But real quick, let me just wrap up my point on Michael Malone because I don't want to just leave that out to dry. I need to wrap it up. We'll bring it back to Cooper Flag in 2 seconds. Yep. This guy's on fucking Fraud Watch.
Yep.
Michael Malone is on Fraud Watch because I always felt like that guy was a fraud. And notice, I'm calling him Michael Malone out of respect. That guy is Mike Malone. Yeah. He got so mad about being called Mike Malone in one of his interviews. Bro, dude, gave a guy so much attitude about being called Mike Malone. I almost punched him through my phone. That's how angry I got about that reaction.
I wondered why, because I didn't see that interview openly.
Oh, yeah.
I wondered, because, I mean, he used to be Mike Malone. And now all of a sudden he's Michael Malone.
Yeah. I want to know why he snapped on a reporter.
That was crazy. Because now even the announcers will call him Michael Malone.
Because everyone's scared of him. You know what? Fuck that guy. Mike Malone. Hey, Mike Malone, you're a fraud. Wait, you're not a fraud yet.
Fraud watch.
You're on heavy fraud watch. If the Nuggets can't figure it out, I thought they had a perfect roster for a little bit there. And then last year was a weird fumble, like an odd little fumble there. I thought they were kind of a lock to make the Western Conference Finals. And then the Timberwolves were really good, but then they got smoked by the Mavs. And I'm wondering, is Mike Malone exactly who I thought he was all these years? Just a fraud that got lucky because he had this fucking 7'1", ridiculously savant-looking Serbian, that this equestrian, just this horse racing fuck, just
doesn't
dropping
even
triple
like
doubles.
By the way.
Hates it.
Yeah.
He hates it.
He doesn't like it.
He likes to race horses.
Yeah.
And he's a savant with the hoops.
I've never seen anything like it.
Did he win that championship? Him and Jamal Murray, who's dropping 50 whenever it matters?
And now 15 a game. But I think this is kind of circling back to what we talked about earlier. Yeah. Those people who are doing shit that like no one wants to do. Bruce Brown and KCP and Jeff Green.
Oh, yeah.
Three key pieces of that championship team gone, and they just did nothing to address it.
Yeah.
Christian Brown, Peyton Watson, and Russell Westbrook are not the answer.
But I think they could be. I love Russ.
If they didn't have Michael Malone.
If they didn't have fucking Michael Malone. Maybe if they had a good coach. Because guess what? You know what does happen with good coaches?
You win.
They do figure it out.
They figure it out.
Eric Spoelstra. They got really lucky with a guy like Gabe Vincent. They got really lucky with a guy like
Caleb Martin.
Still
have nightmares, by the way.
I'm telling you. Haywood Highsmith. Who the fuck is Drew Smith? Have you seen this Drew Smith guy they got?
He's a white kid, right?
I don't even
know.
No. He's like Spanish looking.
I know who you're talking about.
Dude, who the fuck's this guy? Is this another one? They get another one? They always find him.
Duncan Robinson.
They're everywhere.
Duncan Robinson played D3 hoops.
He's ass. But with Spo, he's nice. Yeah. And so I think it's that thing of like being able to exalt your great players, but also be able to rise up, mold your guys. I think Peyton Watson's got silly talent. I think Christian Brown has a ton of potential, not as much as Peyton Watson. I think Peyton Watson's a legitimate talent. I think there's something there. It just needs to be unlocked. And then I think Russell Westbrook, if you played him like Aaron Gordon, could be a great player.
He's not a point guard anymore.
He's not. And then maybe you need to make a couple other moves for sure, but I think you can mold that team into a good team again. I think Mr. Michael Malone might have gotten a little lucky, and he's on fucking heavy fraud watch the next 2 seasons.
You got anyone else on fraud watch? Now I'm trying to think
You know who might be on fraud watch, and he's not even considered a good coach yet? That Darko Rajovic guy for the Raptors.
I wouldn't even.
But I think he was talking some stuff last year. He was like, Scottie Barnes is one of the best players in the NBA. One of the best players. Then make him one.
Yeah.
You're a fraud.
Is Nick Nurse on fraud watch?
Ooh.
I feel like it's the jury's still out on him just because we haven't seen him with this new look crew. But I was very disappointed in their performance last year.
I think he is what he is.
Yeah.
I think he is what he is.
Just an okay coach?
Just an okay coach with some good schematics. Yeah. I think he's an okay coach with some good... I think he always was that, though. And I think... So I don't think he's a fraud. I'm trying to think of other frauds.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, watch out for Joey Maz, though.
As a fraud?
Because this is what happened with Mike Malone. With Mike Malone, he won a championship. It looked perfect.
Yep.
And I was like, okay. And
got bailed out by great players.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
And then last year they looked great. I was like, okay, here we go again. He's a great coach. Good to know. I messed up. That's on me. Hand up accountability. But now I was always out on Joey Maz. I was always out on.
I was too, because I didn't like there are certain. Listen, every coach has their certain tendencies. There are certain things as a coach you have to do. If another team is on a run, you call a timeout.
100%.
You stop the bleeding. You stop the bleeding.
One of the few things you can
do.
You
make in-game adjustments. You don't just say...
He never does.
Never. I've never seen him make an adjustment.
But he's so fucked. But when our team is this good, he kind of... can't... So is he a fraud? Dude, he won't be a fraud this year.
No.
He won't be a fraud next year.
No.
Watch out. Watch out for when he's 45 years old coaching the Utah Jazz and he can't get them to 10 wins.
Will Hardy's a good coach, by the way.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.